Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Check. Listen to me.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
Hey, Haywood!
A first down throw for Cousins. And his first pass is incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Gun.
53's the mic. 53. Check.
On second down, Cousins again. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Charlie.
53's mine.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 53's mine.
On third down, Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
It's complete to Diggs. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Zebra.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
A second down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Good route here.
53's the mic. 53, check 53.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Cousins again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch twist.
They run with Howard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
48-yard line.
Jahan, what I need?
53, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
To throw, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Cousins, and that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, it's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check.
Now Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good. Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field." Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there. No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go.
3rd and long for Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
I see you, boy. I see you.
A reminder reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Brought down by Nate Gary.
They did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check. Lucky. Two. Switch.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Check 43. Out. Wide. Mike, 53.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Here's Jackson to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Nate, empty.
Throwing now is Wentz. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But it's third down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Check it out, Reed.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Five.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 31.
Running with Howard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for it. And he coughed it up. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Hey, Zoo, we're going.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins, and complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Gerald Hodges came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 3.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 50.
First.
What's the run? Hey,
What's that?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm coming. Black. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Check, 53's mine. Push him back. Push him back.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Minnesota, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.